it's true. We have seen a lot of reports on adaptation. Our working assumption is most, if not all of these reports, have particularly focused on the cost. The cost of adaptation is 300 billion in 2030, it's 500 billion, I mean, it goes on and on. This report, and Manish will talk about it in much more detail, will mainly focus on the benefits. And Manish, again, will give sort of the broad, comprehensive flavor of where we are with the report right now, and where we think we're heading, and what we need from you today and tomorrow in terms of making this report better. Secondly, why this report is, why the Commission is different, in addition to having the focus on the benefits, is that in combination with the report, from the get-go, we have here Bill Gates' representatives, James Birch, are you here somewhere? James is somewhere here, I don't know. So James is very important as well, because he said when we tried to get Bill Gates in the Commission, he said, well, yeah, it's very difficult to get Bill Gates in the Commission, he never goes in the Commission. It has to focus on action from the get-go. From the beginning, from its design, we need to have accelerated action as part of the mandate for the Commission to accelerate. So in addition to the report, there are so-called action tracks. We now have sort of tentative 6 action tracks on finance, on agriculture, on cities, on nature-based solutions. Christina and Barney, you will see them in a little while, will present these action tracks in a sort of overview. This afternoon we will focus on these action tracks. Now on the point which Musa, I think, very rightly made, why are we here today? And why are we here tomorrow? And why are we in Bangladesh? We know, and you know this much better than we do, that adaptation action is already happening here, as also Musa said and the Minister said, for many, many years. We as a Commission, we want to understand what is working. What is working in a situation like in Bangladesh? Whether it's on cyclone shelters, whether it's in the agriculture sector, whether it's in the infrastructure sector, what is working and what is not working? And what do you need from the international community to help unblock some of these challenges? Hence, we hope for a frank conversation, that you engage with her in a very open, explicit way. That's one. Secondly, what is absolutely vital for us, we need to hear from local community voices. Local community, that's an abstract concept, that's you, but that's many more people. We need to know from you, how can we make sure as a global commission that our recommendations, and Musa already alluded to it, but particularly our action, translate on the ground. So we have ideas which we would like to present. They're not cast in stone, they're not perfect, so but we need to know from you what you think, how that translation can happen. Why Bangladesh? Why are we here? As Musa said, as the Minister said, as the Foreign Minister said yesterday, you of course, I'm from the Netherlands. In the Netherlands we're living with, in an adaptation world for centuries. Similar applies to this country. And the slogan, which was very telling, when I arrived here on Sunday, I was brought to the old airport. And you see this building, and on the building there is this slogan, and I asked her, how long is the slogan there? For decades. And it said, prepare and prevent to avoid repair and repent. So this notion of preparing now to avoid cost in the future is already embedded here in the sort of the country of Bangladesh. But that's not a given across the globe. So we, particularly as a global community coming here, and we have voices here in the room, we're here to learn from you again on what this preparing and preventing paradigm, how that truly translates into action, what we can then bring to the world, and what we also have, we have distinguished experts with us, both from the managing partners, i.e. the World Resources Institute and the Global Center, but also other partners who would like to share their solutions with you. So today and tomorrow is